Okay,
so welcome to my Zenith. Okay, so for my Zenith, I decided to make a VJD. These are professional dolls. These take years of work to complete, so don't expect this from me. But these were really inspirational to me. I found it really beautiful, and yeah, a lot of artists have their own specialties like makeup, clothing, fashion, and I thought that was really interesting. So I decided that this is what I wanted to do for Zenith. Okay, so research started with research. What is a VJD? So it stands for ball jointed doll, and a big thing that happens with them is people make the dolls, they hand make the dolls. There are some mass-produced dolls. There's a huge community of handmade dolls, which I found really interesting because it's such a interesting craft, and so I really wanted to get into that. Okay, so more research. I had no idea how they worked, but it turns out the joints are held together by elastics that are held in the hands and feet, and so those help keep the tension and make sure that when you bend an arm, it stays bent. And so those mechanics were really hard to figure out, and I made a few prototypes of just the joints just to see how they work. And yeah, so the dolls are made out of air dry clay, specifically doll clay, which I learned the hard way. Normal air dry clay does not work. Foil or other material you put on the inside to make the insides hollow so that you can string them. Sandpaper to keep sanding, a mask so you don't breathe in the clay, which I did a lot. Carving tools and measuring tools, elastic and wire for inside the doll. So originally I was going to do a more fashion-based project. I was going to make outfits, I was going to make wigs, I was going to be super ambitious with this. But it turns out making a doll takes months and months to complete, so I could not get this far. But over the summer, if I finish the doll, I'm definitely going to move on to the more fashion side of this project. Okay, and so using what I learned from my research, I drew up a guide, the basic front, side, back view, so you can use as a guideline. Since it was going to be made in real life, the proportions were important for me to figure out, so I made this and I printed it out. And so attempt number 1, I made a doll, and I made it the same way that I made the stop motion doll, where you take the wire on the inside and you put the clay, the inside bits. That didn't work. This is a method that WikiHow suggested, and I tried that and it didn't work. So I tried again, attempt number 2. So learning from my mistakes, I tried again with new, higher quality clay this time. I didn't use regular air dry clay, I used doll clay, it dries a lot harder so you can carve it and you can actually cut it. It's really good. And I used crumpled aluminum foil for the inside, and I separated the limbs because doing them all in one piece was a huge pain to do. So yeah, all of these worked great, except I made it way too small. It was really hard to deal with. So I scrapped this one too. And attempt number 3, this is the one that actually worked out. I had a size and method that I was satisfied with, so I did it the same way I made the second one, where I had the inside, and then I put the clay on the outside. And my entire process for the rest of it was add more clay, shave that, shape it, add more clay, shave that, shape it, until it worked. And yeah. So this is as much as I was able to get done. The joints for the legs connecting to the torso, I got those working. I got the joints from here, that's the shoulder joint, I got that working. And it's missing knees and elbows because those need actual balls that fit inside there, and balls are really hard to get done. And I have part of a head. The eye sockets are cut open so you can put eyeballs on the inside. Yeah, a lot of that carving was really difficult, and I'm not done with a lot of the stuff. You can see the hand is barely done. But this much took so much prototyping and so much shaving and yeah, redoing that this is as much as I was able to get done. So after I finished that main doll, you can seal the air dry clay and then paint it to make the skin color, add makeup, add whatever. And then like I said, you could add eyeballs on the inside and you can swap those out to any color. You can make hair. I made the wig for the stop motion doll in junior year, so I wanted to do that again, to make lots of different wigs and stuff that I could add. And after all of that, you can make the fashion stuff, which is what I was really interested in the beginning, but it's something that I can do later on too. Yeah, that's my junior animation doll.
Yeah, by the way, if she's the one made this.
This is the famous doll.
Yeah. Famous?
We all adore this one.
Yeah,
My Zenith was going to be this but better. but this what's better takes time, apparently. Yeah, yeah, okay. And then conclusion, I wasn't able to finish everything that I wanted to do, but it was like really, really fun. And so I'm gonna take like so much more time over the summer and probably even later just working on this, making clothes, doing more. And I feel like I could get so much better with making the doll. So yeah, I've learned so much and I'm super passionate about a new thing. So yeah, I was really happy with my Zenith.
I also love dolls very much. I think they're very cute, and I have a very big appreciation for doll making. But I have such trash motor skills, so I think that I'm so impressed by you being able to do this, even though you weren't able to finish all that you wanted to. Just getting this far. I struggled so much with the puppet project, and your puppet, I was like, how did anyone do that? So it's just so impressive, and I think it's so cool that you chose to do something so different from everyone else, but that was also still very much in line with your skills and your interests.
Yeah. Thank you. It's barely animation related, but it's a Zenith, so I thought I could get away with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For it being unfinished, it still looks pretty finished. I'm gonna be 100% honest. So it's you can almost package it up. Really in my mind, all I can really see is oh, you just need to slap some paint and go to the dollar store and get the clothes and you're done.
Yeah. Thank you. Lizzie.
Yeah, handmade stuff like this is so admirable, and the skill it takes to make it, it's not easy. I knew the process wasn't easy before, but now I really understand just how difficult it is, and not only is it a lot of art, you also have to take some mechanics, engineering aspects into it, with the tension, with the joints. So I really admire how you were able to bring in all these different skills with the project, and I think it'd be so cool to see just continue sharing the process of making this really beautiful doll. Yeah, the prototypes, man, that's a lot of dedication.
Yeah, it took so much work to try to get it to work, but now I have a doll that I can actually finish, so I'll hopefully get more work done in it. Lena?
Yeah, even though you didn't finish everything that you had originally planned, what you have so far looks really good, and I'm so excited to see when you finish it and you make clothes and you paint it. I think it's gonna look amazing. And I also really appreciate that you showed the attempts that didn't work, because that's actually really useful for other people to learn how to do it. Especially, okay, I know they already did the puppet animation, but if anyone wanted to do something similar for their Zenith next year, it's useful to learn.
Yeah, thank you. Gwen?
I loved the clothing designs that you had in the beginning that you designed. I'd love to go back and see those again, because they're really detailed, and I know that you didn't get to do all this, but oh my god, you're such a talented designer.
I did this in my civics class.
So good.
Oh my god, yeah.
I can see you doing your animation.
Oh, can you see me?
She sits right in front of me.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's just all of these really unique designs are so amazing, and I love them. I love the little cat guy too. But yeah, it's just amazing.
Thank you.
By the way, you didn't bring your actual doll
I do
pieces?
have the actual doll, it's in there. I didn't want to bring it up here because I'm afraid of dropping it since it's air dry clay. But if anyone wants to look at it afterwards, I'm happy to show you.
Yeah, please show it to the juniors maybe. Yeah, they'll be really. Anyone else?
Hold on. Oh yeah, I wasn't here in junior year, so I never did the doll, but I thought it was so cool. I learned so much by watching your presentation. This is a process I really knew nothing about, and all the examples that you showed, all of your process, it was really insightful to see all the work that goes into making a doll, which is not something I typically think too much about, but I really appreciate seeing all that. And Quinn took the thing that I was going to say. Also, I really loved all the drawings you did on the slide. I almost forgot to switch slides because I thought they were so cool and I was just staring at them. They're so creative. I love the little fish guys. They're so lovely.
Thank you. I'm going to hopefully be able to make that once I finish my doll, so yeah.
All right, thank you so much. That was Valerie. Okay, thank you.